Welcome to Real Life Talk. Let me introduce myself. My name is Blessing. Hi, welcome to another episode of Real Life Talk with Blessing. You all know I like to share real life stories, real life experiences, so that we all can learn from these stories. So let me ask you guys, what would you do if you saw your driver going through your phone? Let me give you guys this hot gist. At the same time, it's something you can learn from. Because I tell people, don't be the mistake, learn from people's mistake. So let me share this incident that happened when I went shopping so that we all can learn from this. I went shopping in a supermarket. So there's a lady who was obviously buying things and all that. Everybody was just going about their business, picking up what they wanted. I don't know what happened. Maybe her instinct. Suddenly, she just dropped the basket and went outside. Lo and behold, her driver was with her phone and going through her bank alert. This woman started screaming, started shouting. Everyone was, what's going on? We don't see drama now, Mebo. Everyone came out. Madam, what's going on? Madam, easy now, madam. This woman started screaming, shaking the driver. Everyone was like, madam, calm down, what's going on? The woman said, no, that this one, she will not calm down. She will not ask him, what were you doing with my phone? What are you doing with my phone? So everyone was trying to find out what was happening. The woman kept asking the guy, what were you doing with my phone? So finally, they were able to separate the woman from the guy, calm her down, and people started asking her. So she was saying something that she was kidnapped. And she can't even tell who was behind her kidnap. But the way the thing went, it seemed like someone who knew her. Someone gave information of where she would be, what she was doing. And it had to be someone who goes out with her every day. And it was her driver. You understand? This woman was furious, slapping the guy, beating the guy. Get out of my car. Give me my key. Get out of my sight. What am I trying to say? Be very careful with the people you employ. A man's enemy is in his household. A stranger will not know anything about your movement except someone who you told where you're going to, how you're going, and who you're going to see. It's only someone you give that information to that will know anything about you. So a lot of people need to be careful with their drivers, with their house helps. I want you to listen to this man who had a first-hand experience with a kidnapper who was working for his sister. I really hope we all learn from this story.
Okay, I'd like to share this kidnap experience, and through your medium, I don't know if you can send it so everybody can learn. I had this cousin of mine. She had 3 kids and had, as most people do now, domestic staff, amongst which was a driver. And on this fateful day, as usual, he took the kids to school. Only after like 5 minutes, he came back in panic mode and was screaming that he was ambushed and the children have been taken away. I now got a call from my sister, so I had to go over there and we started making moves, and we now started making the calls to police, whoever we felt could help, and After some hours, finally got a call to the husband, who received the call and realized that it was the kidnappers. They asked for ransom. It's been some years now, so I can't remember exactly how much, but the negotiations started. Now the police got involved, started making moves to try and, after some hours, my sister got a call from the police asking she to come over with her husband to the central police station at the town. So she went over. The picture became clearer as per how the kidnap happened. On that fateful day, there was this day, the driver went as usual to a joint where he smokes weed and was talking how his guy has money, this, that, and that he has a plan, not knowing that the person he was sharing this idea with was an undercover cop. So he laid out his plan, and the policeman went along with it. I don't know, they did what they did, and according to the police, they came around, surveyed the area. He was aware, the driver, of all this thing for some days, and they even made sure that if he had another accomplice within the household, they wanted to be sure, but nothing like that. So on that day, they planned it, made the scene like as if, they were actual kidnappers, shot some shots into the air. The funny thing was, the kids, the three of them, the first one was a boy, the other two girls, but the boy actually escaped and he was chased down and finally caught and took back into the car. And this driver, knowing fully well that he orchestrated the whole plan, played along, not knowing that, thankfully and to God's glory, he did it without the knowledge that the people he was doing it with was a policeman per se. So now the lesson there is that we should vet our domestic staff. Ensure you do a background check. If need be, make sure you get police reports. Not just employ anybody because you are desperate to have somebody work for you. So thank you.
So a lot of times, people just have gatesman, house girl, driver, chef. They don't have a background check on these particular people. They don't really know who they are. These so-called drivers, a lot of them do a lot of abuse to people's children. They molest them, they rape them, they abuse them. And the mothers and fathers might not know anything about it. There was a school that had a complaint about a driver that was caught molesting a child that he came to pick. It was another parent that saw this incident from upstairs. They had to call this girl's parents and found out it wasn't the first time. So before you get a house help, a driver, be very careful. Do a background check on that person. Make sure that that person is qualified to be with your family. A lot of people have bad records, you don't know about it. So before you employ a house help, a driver, do a background check. Make sure they get a guarantor standing for them, telling you, yes, I know this person. If anything happen, come and hold me. You understand? So please, parents, guardians, be very careful of people you employ, because the person where they work with you can either give information out or not go sell you out. No matter how nice you are, like that woman that this driver planned to kidnap, Do you know that this woman pays this driver well and pays his wife? This one is not grandmama stories. She pays this driver, pays his wife, pays school fees. She's not selfish, she's very nice. Give them food, give them foodstuffs, takes care of their families. But when the devil got into the driver, he listened and he was ready to make this woman suffer despite all her good to him and his family. Please do a very proper background check on whoever you're bringing into your family, into your home as a staff to take care of one or two things. It could be your chef, it could be your gardener, it could be your driver, your house helps. So I hope we learned something today and make amends so that we all will be safe and our children will be safe. Thank you so very much for being with me on Real Life Talk with Blessing. Do have a nice week. Bye.